Hello, Morgan Knoll here with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We're located about 30 minutes north of Denver off I-25. Today I am bringing you a custom ordered trailer for a customer of ours. It's a 2023 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck. And then we've got the trainer tack on it with the separate dressing room entrance. I absolutely love the setup of this trailer. It's kind of dream trailer status on this one right here. So we'll go through it and I'll show you guys what it's all about. But we'll start right up front. So we've got our adjustable coupler. So this moves up and down, and that way we can make sure you're riding as level as possible on that tow vehicle. Safety chains, battery breakaway, and then we've got our cord that plugs into the truck. And then underneath here, in this battery box right here, we have the battery for one, but this little thing sitting right next to it is for the air ride suspension. So this one is set on air ride suspension, and that's how everything is worked off of it, is right here. You've got your power switch, and then you got your raise and lower. So you can get that power turned on. Nice thing about them, you can get the compressor building air, but you don't have to raise the trailer until you're done loading horses. So like what I would do, I'd come around, hit this, start building the air in the compressor, load my horses up so the boxes sank down a little bit more. They're not having to go up such a slope to get into the trailer. And then when I'm about to hit the road, as I'm walking by to get in the truck, I'd flip that over to raise. It'll kick that air back into the bags, kick back on, and build that pressure until it's regulated where it needs to be. Right here, we've got our hydraulic jack. So that hydraulic jack, I mean, just makes life a whole lot easier. You've got your control right here, go up and down, be able to get you on and off a truck really easily with having that hydraulic jack on this trailer. And then right next to it, we've got our full-size spare tire. And then that's the matching rim to the rims on this trailer as well. So exterior color on this is going to be a charcoal metallic. So really cool charcoal metallic exterior color, and then they paired it with those black aluminum wheels that you'll see back here. They just look really neat together with the charcoal and the black. It's just something that I obviously really like. So nice setup on that right there. So this trainer tack here, we got the two big doors that open up. Each door has two sets of bridle hooks, and then each door has a brush box down below. So I really like the fact of having the bridle hooks on the door, because last thing I want to do when I'm ready to go hop on a horse is have to jump into the trailer and find my bridle that I'm needing. So having these right here on the door, be able to put your ones that you use often on there and just grab and go, just makes the ease of use a lot easier. And then you got the brush box on each door, and the brush box, I personally keep my stuff I use often in there. So whether it's my hoof pick, my brushes, fly spray, liniment, all that stuff that I'm using consistently, I keep them in those doors, and that way I'm easily, or makes it easier for me to grab anything that I need instead of having to search through the trailer for it. So up here in the tack room, we've got our two saddle tiers. They've got 3 on each. So, and those go all the way from floor to ceiling, if you can see that all right. So floor to ceiling, you can add additional saddle racks if you want to. You can adjust these however you need to. I know with me, I've got some cutting saddles, so the horns are a bit bigger, so I've got to have a little more space between saddle tiers. So I'd have to adjust a little bit just to get my saddles to fit properly. And then if you needed additional, you can add those too. And then we've got our 10 blanket pole in the middle here. Those are adjustable and removable as well. So if you wanted to switch that up and have 2 saddle racks and then the blanket tree, you could do it that way. There's just a bunch of different ways you could do it to get your best application for what you're needing. And then over here on the left side, we've got some more bridle hooks here in the tack room. So plenty of bridle hooks everywhere that you're able to get everything that you're needing on board with you. And then over on this right-hand side, we've got a couple shelves. So having those shelves, I really like how they built those in right here. You're able to set your polo wraps, you can set your vet stuff up there, and it's out of the way, off the floor of the tack room and just up out of the way. And then in there, we do have, on the roof, we've got a roof vent in there, and that way you can get that push forward and back. You can get some airflow going through if you got those sweaty blankets sitting in here, and just make sure you're airing it out a bit. You have an LED light in there on the interior and then on the exterior. So being able to put your tack away with having lights, it's really handy. I mean, who would have known lights are handy in the dark, but they definitely are. So nice to have one on the interior and exterior there. So over here on the hip side, we've got drop downs on all 4 stalls. So these come down, and then they've got the bus window in them too. So if you didn't want to have that total airflow going through the trailer, you can just open up this bus window, close this, and then you have that bus window opened up for airflow. And then, you know, as the day progresses, it gets warmer out, you want to come drop these down, you can easily do so from the outside. All of these windows are going to pop into place just like the drop downs on the head side. They drop into place, and that way they're not going to be sitting there slapping against the trailer while you're driving. But getting those windows open just gives you your maximum airflow for those horses in the rear. You have another LED light up above. So if you're tacking or untacking in the dark, once again, you've got some light to see. And then down below, we've got 2 7,000-pound Dexter air ride axles with our 16-inch black spoke wheels. So that's what I was talking about earlier, the charcoal exterior with those black and silver wheels. It just looks really sharp in my eye, and I really like how they're put together. So right now I've got the air ride engaged, so you'll see how much room there is between the fender here and the tire. And then I'm gonna go drop and dump that air real quick, and you'll see it lower itself. And that's what I was talking about earlier with having the air dumped out of here while loading horses, so they don't have to go up such a steep slope. So I don't know if you can see it, I can definitely see it happening, but I mean, it's coming down awfully quick. And that's gonna drop all the air out of the bags and then bring this whole box of the trailer down. And you can actually hear it coming down too. So Cimarron trailers, they're an all aluminum trailer. We've got one of the strongest upright posts on the market, one of the strongest flooring on the market with the center every 4 inches. And then they all come standard with their 1/2 inch thick insulated honeycomb fiberglass roof. And that roof has an R3 thermal value on it. So it's more heat regulating, warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. And then it's also dent and hail resistant up to about a golf ball size hail. And I know living down here on the Front Range, that's a big one for us because you never know what time of year we might get some. So having that capability of keeping that hail off the roof just helps out big time. So on the rear here, we've got the one big door that opens up, big bus window in it, so you can get that opened up and get that air drawn all the way back through the trailer. And then we've got our ramp stepping up into the stall area. So I don't know if you can tell how much lower this is just from me dropping that air out of the bags on this trailer, how much easier this is going to be for horses to walk in and out of it without having to, you know, go straight uphill. That's a feature I really like about the air ride suspension, being able to dump it out like that. But coming in here into the stall area, we've got our 3 dividers. Each of them are going to have the airflow dividers to them. So this is what we mean by airflow. You can still get air coming through the shoulders of the horses' heads, and they're still going to be, you know, be able to keep cool and get cooled off. And then see the other horses right next to them. So if you've got one that's a little, has a little bit of separation anxiety and stuff like that, having the airflow dividers helps them be able to see the other horses and kind of eases their mind a little bit. So on these dividers, all of them are going to be padded on both sides. So the pads, for one, comfort for the horse, but the second one too is going to be that rubbing that horses will do mainly on their hips towards the back of the dividers just from standing in the trailer. It's going to help prevent some of that, going to keep your horses in, you know, better condition when you get to a show. You're not having to clean too much, especially your light colored horses. You will get that grayish stain on them from the aluminum. So your grays, your paints, palominos, buckskins, horses like that with that lighter coat, when they get to rubbing against aluminum, they will stain a little bit. So one thing I really like about these Cimarron dividers is their latches. So for me personally, if I'm hauling around usually a bunch of young horses, being able to get these horses in here, push them over at the hip and just click that in just like that, just makes my life a lot easier and safer for me and the horse. It's really easy to get in and out, and that's how easy it is. So in here, we've got 4 lights, one on each stall. You've got a roof vent above each head. And then coming around here to the back, we'll show you on this other side what this little area is right here. You're probably wondering what that is. So that is actually going to be a broom closet. So 42-inch wide door on this broom closet. I don't know if you can see how big that is, but it's a nice big door. And get this opened up. Just extra storage space for you. So you're able to put buckets in there with that angle. You're able to get your little 5-gallon buckets in there. Got some additional bridle hooks, so if you want to have some extra halters with you, you never know when somebody might pull back and break a halter. You can bring some extra halters, additional bridles, whatever you need to put in here, you've got the extra storage space to do so. So then over here on the head side, we've got drop downs on all 4 stalls. And then this front stall actually has an escape door on it. So having that escape door, you're able to get in and out of the trailer with ease. That way, if you've got a horse that you've got to walk in, tie up, and have somebody else close that divider behind you, you can jump out the escape door and be able to get out pretty easily. And the nice thing about the escape door, it's got a drop down in it as well. So being able to have the drop down in the escape door just helps out big time with that airflow and that total airflow for the horses. Something I did want to point out, on this escape door, we've got the dual latches. So you've got the butterfly latch that opens up, and then you've got the latch to open the door. So that way, if your horse is standing inside and they're playing with this little piece right here, and they get the door open, as long as you have that butterfly latch, they're not going to be able to push this door open. And next thing you know, you got a door flapping against the trailer while you're driving down the road. So having that dual latch system helps out big time. These drop downs right here, they have the jail bars in them that come down as well. So I really like that feature for the fact I can check on a horse at any time. I can offer them some additional water or additional hay, so offer them some water, you know, whatever you got to do. Being able to get this down and be accessible to those horses comes in handy big time. And then the ease of use and application on it's just super simple too, just to get this up and down. Oh, that one was my bad. And get this up and down and be able to get that open and check on the horses. And then you got the bus window in those too, so that way if you're starting out on a morning like today, it's kind of chilly this morning, but as the sun's coming out, it's getting a little bit warmer. You just want a little bit of airflow for your horses. All you gotta do is open up this bus window, put the drop back up, and then you've got some airflow going through for them. So over here, this is going to be our dressing room. So going into the dressing room here, you'll see a boot box. So that boot box, you'll be able to, let me get that opened up real quick. So it opens up, you got storage underneath. And then for one, you know, doubles as a seat, but 2 triples as a step to step up into that gooseneck area. And that way you can grab stuff if you've got storage up there or whatnot, you can get it from up there. You got a light up there in the gooseneck nose, 2 windows that open up, get some airflow going through. Up above that window, you'll kind of see a dressing bar over on the side, so you can hang your show clothes, and you know, hang really whatever you want to hang. You can do so up there on that bar. This trailer is pre-framed for an AC unit or a vent or fan, whichever you want to put in if you wanted to. That's really nice to have, because down the line you never know if you might want to add that, and already having the bracing and the footprint for it just makes it easier when it comes down the line to actually doing so. So over here, we've got a light above the door too. And then right down here, we've got a light switch. And then over on that side, probably saw as he scanned by, we've got a shelf right there with the clothes bar down below there too. So be able to get that shelf with the lip on it so you can put some stuff up there. Hopefully you're not driving like a crazy person and losing everything everywhere, but that lip's gonna help prevent some stuff from falling out of that shelf and coming off of it. And then you got a few additional bridle hooks right there where you can hang some more stuff up if you need to, hang your ropes up in there, whatever you wanna do. So this trailer, we are sitting at 7 feet 6 inches wide, 7 feet 4 inches tall. And then we have an on-the-floor length of 23 feet 9 inches. And then empty weight on this trailer is going to be around 7,000 pounds. So, you know, most 3/4 tons will do this just fine, but you always want to double check your tow rating and make sure that you are able to do so. Make sure you're able to pull a trailer. Cimarron trailers, they come with an 8-year structural warranty, 2-year hitch to bumper, or 3-year hitch to bumper, my apologies. So fantastic warranties on them as well. And then stock number we've got on this one is going to be 5N221054, and that's 5N221054. It's a 2023 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck with the trainer tack. If you guys have questions on this trailer or getting a trailer like this on order, any other trailers you see on our lot in our inventory, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can call or text me at my cell phone, and that's 970-218-5996. Call my desk phone at 303-684-3451, or you can shoot me an email to Morgan, and that's morgan.knoll, Knoll, at transwest.com. If you click link below, it'll go to this trailer on our webpage, and then you can also browse our new and used inventory there. I look forward to hearing from you and look forward to doing business, and I hope you have a great day.